I think there's many ways in which the neighborhood Hebrew school is different. I think that we put a big emphasis on the importance of informal play. Experiential education is extremely important, and we see how Jewish summer camps make a profound impact on Jewish kids' lives. I wanted to integrate kind of the informal, wild play of Jewish summer camp with a cozy feeling of home and with learning and a feeling of belonging in a neighborhood. So we emphasize play a lot. So when I pick up the kids from school, we come home, I give them 2 hours to play, because I really believe, again, these positive associations, joy, and connecting with each other are extremely important. And I believe that Jewish culture is not just about Jewish learning. And when we say that Israel feels like home, when we say something feels like home, it's not just about the knowledge, it's about the experience. So I want kids to walk into a space that feels good to them, that feels joyful. So we really emphasize that a lot. I'm Rifka Naharai, and I am the director for the Neighborhood Hebrew School.
We consider ourselves to be a pluralistic community, which means that we celebrate all the different ways that people express their Judaism. We have folks from Sephardic backgrounds, Reform, Orthodox, conservative, secular. We have all stripes and flavors of Jews here, and everyone is welcome to be the kind of Jew that they want to be. There is no judgment. We are all here to just be ourselves, to be Jewish together, and to have a good time. I love how informal this environment is. We really emphasize and value joy. And I really try to make that the center of everything I teach, and I feel really joyful about being here and passionate about what I teach, and I hope that comes across in my work with the kids, and I think we have a lot of fun together. This kind of program is really good for kids who are a little bit out of the box, who have a little bit more of a creative streak and maybe a personality that doesn't fit in a box.
Going to a public elementary school, we definitely felt like we needed to supplement his education sort of with the additional Hebrew and Judaic studies. And Asher had been enrolled in some other classes previously, and to be honest, it always felt like a bit of a chore. And when we heard about this, it sounded like such a good fit because he was going to be able to be spending time with his friends in this really sort of, again, warm and welcoming environment that they were creating.
I actually asked Hashem for this program specifically. I wanted something in the neighborhood that would reflect the Jewish values and beliefs that I want my daughters to grow up with. They come home from the neighborhood school happy and talking about Judaism in a way that's more like embedded into their lives because they're seeing their friends from the school here. The neighborhood Hebrew school really does actually feel like home.
There's Mishkan art up on the wall. You were sent to this Mishkan museum by aliens. The aliens want to know, so what is this Mishkan? One of the things that we do at the beginning of every lesson is I pass out a little snack and the kids make a bracha, they make a blessing on the food. My goal is to get the kids into the habit of saying brachot and showing gratitude for what they're eating. I, every week, come with a new kind and very different kind of snack that I hope the kids have never had, and that way they can say the Shehechianu blessing, which is a blessing that we say when we're doing things for the first time or for the first time in a very long time. It's a very warm atmosphere. The kids are very, very comfortable here.
My name is Willow and I go to the neighborhood Hebrew school. I think I learn a lot about what it means to be Jewish. I learn things about Jewish people, like how back then the temple was created and how Moshe spoke to God.
Will not look very good. And what about your promise to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob?
I really loved learning about Tu B'Shvat. It was so fun and I just loved it, like everything about it. I really love going to the Hebrew school because it helps me connect with my Judaism,
because I go to a public school and there's not a lot of Jewish things in there, so it really helps.
I really love being able to play with the younger kids and also older kids, and I like to play basketball with them. I love helping them and playing with them, and I also really love goofing around and playing games with the chalkboard and just doing a lot of fun things.
Ashrei yoshvei beitecha, odia hallelu chasela. Ashrei ha'am shekacha lo, Ashrei ha'am sh'Adonai Elohav.
G.
The Neighborhood Hebrew School really tries to think differently about how can we create new Jewish builders, and how can these kids, they're going to come inherit their tradition and they're going to want to build in their own way. We want their learning to be organic, to be full of pleasure, to be full of curiosity. I think that Jewish education can be very simple, and Jewish belonging can be very simple if we just allow kids to be kids, allow them to come play, allow them to ask questions, and don't put any pressure on them to need to produce anything. They can just inherit their tradition and ask questions and have a lot of fun, and that's what we're hoping to do. The Neighborhood Hebrew School is here for open-hearted people who want to connect and build community together.